Good morning, happy snow day. This morning I'm going to be teaching you how to draw a couple of cute hot chocolate ideas. So the first one I'm going to do is the simple hot chocolate, and then I'll give you some choices about drawing one of these hot chocolates that have a few more elements. So we want to remember that when we're drawing, we don't use the words easy or hard because nothing is really easier or harder. It's just more elements or less elements. So we're using the dot, the circle, the straight line, the curved line, or the angle line. And the 5 elements of shape will draw anything in the world. So when you have more of them, you might look at it and go, oh, that's hard, but it's not really harder. It's still just these. And the trick is to start in the middle. If you try and go all around the outside, a lot of times it will get out of proportion. So the trick is to start in the middle. So we'll do the simple one first. And I'm going to do the simple one up here. And the first thing I want to talk about is how big we're making the eyes. So if I make the eye this big, will I have room for a second hot chocolate on my page? The whole hot chocolate will be like this big. You could do that. But if you want to put a few hot chocolates on your page, then you will need to make it a little bit smaller, right? So maybe you're going to make the circle for your eye about that big, or you could make it smaller and make it about that big, because you probably have a smaller paper than me. So I'm going to start with the eyes. So for the eyes, I'm going to draw 2 circles. 1, 2 circles about the same size. Now, whenever you're drawing an eye, remember that you leave that little part white, and it can make the eye look cute and realistic. So I'm going to draw a kidney bean or jelly bean shaped circle on the inside of my circles, right? I'm going to put one there and one on the other side. Now, warning, if you have, let's say, a jelly bean shaped circle here, and then you do a jelly bean circle here, you might not be happy. Warning, you might not be happy with your drawing if you do that, because when you have a highlight, the light should be coming from one direction. If you have it in different spots, then your hot chocolate won't look like the light's coming from one direction. It'll look a little bit funny, okay? So you have your 2 eyes. Now, right underneath, you have a little bit of like cheeks. They're going to be cheeks. So we're going to draw 2 long, skinny circles underneath each circle. And then right in between that, you have a curved line for the smile. Now that's going to be a pretty thick curved line, so let's double it, right? Not all lines are really thin, remember. Okay, now we're going to do this side of the mug of hot chocolate, and it is a straight line. So start a little bit above the eye, and come down a straight line. And then we're going to do the other side. So the other side has, or maybe we should do the bottom first. So let's do the bottom of the mug. So it is a curved line. So let's do a curved line across the bottom. And then we're going to go up on the other side of the eyes. Now, basically it's going to look, if I catch up a little bit here, right? If you have your mug, you could come across and then just come up and then use curved lines to draw your handle. That's fine. You could do that, right? Or you could leave these spaces empty, right? So we could come up and then draw the outside of the handle, so a curved line, and then up a little bit more, and then jump over and a straight line and a curved line for the other side, okay? Now the trick of it is you have to make sure that this still lines up in order for it to make it look realistic. If you have trouble doing it, you can just do it like this, and there's no big deal. There's no problem doing that. Okay, now we're going to draw a curved line for the top of the mug. So a curved line for the top of the mug. And now we're going to draw the whipped cream. So the whipped cream is curved lines. So a curved line, little curved line, and then another curved line up, another curved line up. And now remember, if you want to point, start at the point, right? So now we're going to come down with another curved line down, and then another curved line down. And we have the whipped cream. Now in the whipped cream, there's a bunch of curved lines to make it look like it's got fluffy layers. So we're going to put some curved lines in for the fluffy layers. Some are long, some are short. There's just a few curved lines. Okay, now we can start coloring in. So you can take a black marker and you can just make this line, instead of coloring it in, just redraw it thicker, okay? That will keep you from scribble coloring your smile. Now you have to color the eyes. You can color the eyes dark blue, or you could color them black, whatever you want. I think I'm gonna just do them black, but we're gonna leave that little kidney bean circle white. And notice I'm being really careful to do the outside edge first, and I'm getting rid of all the white. No scribble coloring. Getting rid of all the white. So it's nice and solid. Great. Now I'm going to use red. You could use red, you could use pink. Remember, there's no wrong answer in art, so you could really use whatever color you want. Whatever color you want. And now I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do a green mug. I'm going really carefully all the way around that inside edge. And I'm going the same direction as the edge, right? I'm not going like this. If I go like this, I will go outside of the lines. I know I will. So I'm going the same direction. I'm trying to be patient. Patience is really tough. Art is a lot about patience. Oh, I just want to be done and go on to the next mug. Oh, I'm resisting beginning to scribble and rush. Okay, I've got that side done. Now this one, I could do what I talked about before. I can just do stripes, right? So if you use the marker in stripes, it will prevent you from creating streaky marks and going outside of the lines, right? Now you're going to go around the outside of the cheeks and the eyes, right? This is probably the most detailed area, right in there. And you'll want to be careful not to go over your black too much, because a lot of pens and markers will pick up the black color, and then your green will be marred with black color, or whatever you chose to color your mug. Maybe you chose to color it pink or yellow or blue, whatever you want. There's no wrong answer. Okay, now I've got most of the details colored in. Now I can go a little faster, slowing down when I get to the edges. I still have a little edge here, but I can pretty much go quick now. There we go. And I have my cute hot chocolate. Going back and I'm just finding, are there any white spots that I missed? Any teeny tiny white spots? I think I got them all. There's no white. Yay. Okay. All right, now let's see. Now we're going to draw one of these mugs. So we are going to draw the outside shape of the bottom of the mug first. And I want to offer you a couple of different choices. So this one is basically a curved line that is kind of squarish at the bottom. Right? And this one is a curved line that comes in and gets more narrow and then goes back out, a little bit more like a teacup. And this one gets more narrow, but it has a little bit of a pointed edge on the bottom. It has straight lines for sides, right? So those are the three choices for what kind of mug shape you could maybe do. And then of course, you could do much more round, right? You could do that if you wanted. You could do, what else could you do? You could do one of those to-go mugs, right? That has the cardboard on it. Right? It really is up to you. Okay? Up to you. Right? So this is just different choices. Now, think about your choices. And then once you've decided what you'd like to do, you can come over here and start your second hot chocolate on your drawing paper. Okay? And I'm going to draw in the ground line so we can have a table. Jump over. We have hot chocolates on the table. All right, so this hot chocolate, I think I'm going to come down. I'm going to come in a little bit and over and up for my hot chocolate. There we go. Now, if you want, you can make a little foot on your mug. So the way you make a little foot is to put two little straight lines and then another curved line. And I think I am going to put a little foot on my mug. So I'm going to do two little straight lines down and a curved line across for the little foot on the bottom of my mug. Okay. Now, there's three different kinds of handles here. The first kind of handle is just your regular curved line and another curved line for a handle. Okay. The other kind of handle is a little bit more like a heart shape. Okay. So it goes up and then connects slanted to the mug. And then you would double it up and connect slanted to the mug. Now you could just bring it straight in, right? And connect it to the side of the mug. Or you could have this little part that kind of comes out a little bit, like maybe a potter made it and there's a little thumbprint there where the mug connects. So you can go ahead and think about what kind of handle would you like to put on your hot chocolate. And then we can put on the handle. Oh, and then don't forget, you could put the handle on the other side too. You could put it on either side, right? So I'm going to put my handle on. I'm going to put a little bit of a round handle. And there we have our handle. Now that we have our handle, we can decide what kind of topping we want. So there's a couple of different things you could do. So this mug has a rim. So if you want an actual rim on your mug that's clean, there's no drips on it, you would draw a curved line, across the top, then two little straight lines on either side, two little straight lines coming up, then another curved line, then another curved line across, and because we can see the top of the rim, we're going to double that just in the middle for now. Okay, I can show you how to complete that later. So if you want a fancy rim on your mug, then you would go ahead and draw that. If you want a rim with drips, okay, this could be chocolate or it could be caramel, right? Either one, depending on how you colored it. You would come across and then come down with some curved lines. You're doing a drippy curved line all the way across. And then a little tiny curved line up on each side. And then another curved line across to make chocolate or caramel dripping down the outside of the mug, because maybe you put so much on because that's your favorite. Then the last kind of rim that you could do is drippy, but a little less drippy. It's a little just more wavy. So we're going to use a curved line coming across the top and around, right? And those are the three kinds of drippy edges or rim that you could do. You could also just do what you did before and just do a curved line across. That would be fine, okay? Either way is fine. So I think I am going to do, just a little bit. I don't know, it's a hard decision. I think I'll do a little bit drippy. So coming down. There we go. Okay, and now I'm going to double it just with a curved line across the top. There we go. All right, now the next thing that we want to choose is how would we like our whipped cream? So this one has chocolate sauce and a cherry and a cookie. This one has whipped cream and a candy cane straw. And this one has marshmallows and a candy cane, okay? So I already did whipped cream, so I think I'm going to choose to do marshmallows and a candy cane. But let me just show you the other ones just in case you wanted to try them. So if you wanted to do whipped cream like this, you would come with some curved lines, a curved line on top. These curved lines are really round, almost like clouds. And then do a curved line for that cherry on top. Then you're going to do the chocolate. And actually, if you want, I drew it with the black pen here, but you could just come in with your brown marker and do curved lines and make them thick So instead of coloring it, right, you can just draw the chocolate right on with the brown. And you can just make curved lines coming down in a few different directions, wherever you want, to show chocolate. They can mimic the curves you already drew a little bit, and that will make it look realistic. Right? So that's one way that you could do that. And then got the little red cherry on top. Okay. Now, also, let's say you wanted to draw a cookie with that. So the cookie starts here, and it's a curved line that goes all the way around on top of the cherry. So it's a big cookie that's stuck into the whipped cream. And then you could use some circles for chocolate chips. Maybe one is a curved line because you can't see all of it. Now you have a cookie sticking out of your whipped cream. So you could do that. All right. Or on this one, we see that there's curved lines and there's candy cane straw. So we would start on this side and draw a curved line up, and then another curved line, right? Because we draw what's in front first, and then we would draw the straw. So draw, and then one more curved line, and then the straw. So 2 straight lines up, and a little skinny circle at the top, and then slanted curved lines going down for your candy cane stripes. Okay. And then we see that there's whipped cream behind the straw. So we're going to use our jump over. So curved line, jump over and down. Now it looks like the straw is coming up out of the middle. And then we just have to draw the bottom of that poof of whipped cream. So we can draw a curved line along the bottom and then just connect the 2 sides of where the drippy caramel or chocolate were, okay? And then we have caramel or chocolate with whipped cream with the candy cane straw sticking out of it. Now, the very last kind that you could do, and I think it's the kind I'm doing over here, I'll add some here so you could see it twice. You can see it with the rim and with some drippy, is to add marshmallows. Now, it's interesting because marshmallows are kind of square, right? So we think of them as squares. But do marshmallows have actual angle line points on them? They don't. No, they don't. They're squarish, but they've got these round edges. So that's why I say things like square-ish. So if you make really hard points, you may not be, that's a warning, you might not be completely happy with your marshmallows. So the first thing we're doing is drawing a row of marshmallows right in the front. So we can't see the whole marshmallow because it's in the mug, right? So we're going to draw these rounded edge curved lines, but they are kind of squarish. And I'm going to draw them kind of coming in different directions, because the marshmallows are bobbing in the hot chocolate. And then we have some marshmallows that are behind. So I'm going to draw another row behind, because if you're anything like me, you overstuff your hot chocolate with as many marshmallows as you're allowed to have. That's what I always do, right? Then you want your rim to come around. So just hook it around, little curved line, curved line, curved line, curved line. Now it looks like the edge of the hot chocolate is going behind, right? It's going behind. And this, let me just catch up. This mug needs a little handle. Right? There we go. Okay, so here we have a mug of hot chocolate. It has a foot, it has a rim. Notice that all of these are slightly different, right? I'm mixing them all up because I'm trying to teach you that you You shouldn't just be exactly copying me. You should be making your own choices and using your own ideas. So let's come over here now, and I'm going to add my marshmallows. So I'm going to add these curved lines. And I'm making them different sizes. Some people like mini marshmallows for their hot chocolate, and some people like the big ones. So you can decide what size your marshmallows are. And I think the only thing I haven't drawn yet is that candy cane. So I think I'm going to make a candy cane, and I don't want to get too close to that mug. So I'm going to make it go the other way. So for a candy cane, I'm going to draw a straight line and then a curved line and then a curved line on the end and then double it. Curved line and down. And then I'm going to draw curved lines all the way around to make the stripes on my candy cane. They start to go around. Now, notice if you do a candy cane, right? Like let's say you're drawing a candy cane and you just draw all of the stripes flat like this. Well, you might not be happy with that candy cane because it looks very flat. So you can think about if you're drawing a candy cane that the stripes are slanted and curved. So they're slanted up and they have a little curve. And they change direction, right? So these ones are going all in the same direction, but look what happens when it starts to go over the top. They're pointing this way. Now it's starting to point this way, right? And it's going the other way, right? So that they go around. And that's what will make your candy cane look a little bit more realistic. Okay, so the last thing is to decide what kind of decoration you want to put on your mug. So this one we did a cute face, right? So artists love to make inanimate or non-living things look alive, like cartoons, right? And we could picture this cute, happy little hot chocolate is how we feel when we drink hot chocolate. So now these ones are mugs that are not alive, they're not animated, they're inanimate, and they have decorations. So this one has hearts, and this one has snowflakes, or this one has a little Christmas tree. So not everyone celebrates Christmas, but if you do, you might choose that. So I think I've been drawing a lot of snowflakes lately with preschool. So this is something they've tried before. So I think I'm going to put snowflakes over on mine, but let me draw the other ones over on these mugs so you can see how it's done. So the first one I'll do is the hearts. So I'm going to put the hearts on the one with the rim. I'm going to switch it around. So a heart, you'd start in the middle and draw a curved line up and over, and then a curved line down. Okay. Now, this is the thing when you're young. So if you try and do this, and then you're going to come around and try and meet that point, you might not meet that point. Okay? So if you want a point when you're really young, you have to start at the point. You know, you might not like that. If you do this, right, you might not be happy with your heart. So start at the point and come back around, come up and around to draw the other side of the heart. And you can just practice doing that. Down, up and around. Curved line down, up and around. Curved line down, up and around. Drawing hearts is really fun. Cutting them out is really fun too. So it's a fun thing to practice. All right, on the next one, I'm gonna draw a little Christmas tree down here. So this one has stripes. So you could include stripes as well on yours, even if you do a different design. So a stripe would come across a curved line, series of curved lines, and then double it, right? Or you could do just a straight stripe, right? Remember that there's all different ways to make hot chocolate. There's all different ways. There's no wrong answer in art. So you have to be careful because there's no wrong answer. So you have to be careful thinking, oh, there's only one way I have to copy. And that's not the way art works. Okay, you could put little circles in the tips of your stripe. You could put little circles in your stripe. You can be creative. You can use your elements to create any kind of patterns that you want. Now, if you want to draw a Christmas tree, I'm going to draw curved line, then two little curved lines in. Now, I see a lot of kids that draw Christmas trees and they have the branches accidentally. They have the branches go up. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But usually if you're drawing a Christmas tree, the branches go down, right? They come down. So you can think about which direction are your angle lines going, right? So if you have a tree stump and you go like this, right? Okay, that's the angle line going up. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. But you might be happier if you have the angle lines pointing down. So that's usually how the tree grows, right? Christmas trees could even just be a series of lines if you were free painting, right? How we did again, this was my preschool lesson of painting over the oil pastels. It doesn't have to be exactly triangular. It could be a variety of curved line shapes because Christmas trees aren't exactly like this in real life. And then we're going to do curved line down and out, curved line down and then in again, curved line out and then in, out and then in, all the way across, and a little stump, and then oh, well, that's not my favorite. Oh, remember, you're not going to like everything you do. Good thing it's over there, right? So you can also do a few drawings, try things out till you get something you like. Then the one I'm going to do over here is my snowflake. So I'm going to draw a straight line down, up and down, and then I'm going to draw a straight line angled or slanted through that way and a straight line slanted through that way. So it's basically like an X with a straight line through the middle. And then I'm going to put circles on the end of all of my lines, all the way around. Now remember, no two snowflakes are alike, so this is not the only way to draw a snowflake. There's lots of ways. Now I'm going to put little straight lines coming up on all of my straight lines that are coming out to make it look like a snowflake. And then maybe I'm going to draw some other little snowflakes, but you know what? I don't even have to draw it with the black pen. I could draw snowflakes with my marker. And then snowflakes are white. So if I want to keep the snowflakes white, then I'm going to color outside the snowflakes instead of inside the snowflakes. Right. And again, this is going to take some patience. This is going to take patience. I know a lot of you pretty well at this point. And I would say there's definitely some people who are thinking, meh, just gonna color over all those snowflakes. I don't have the patience to go around every single tiny snowflake. But if you're patient and you work on those details, it will pay off. You will be really happy with your drawing. Here I go, just coloring around. Last one. Yay! And now I'm going to color in here. Again, I'm not just going over it because I'm afraid that the blue marker will pick up the black color, and I don't want the black color to bleed into all of my nice blue areas. So I'm being really patient. Of some white spots there accidentally going around. Now, if you don't have markers at home, I'm using markers, but you could use colored pencils, or you could bring your drawing to school and color it. You could use crayons. If you don't have any, next time you go to Walmart, you could ask for some. Little box of crayons is only $1. They're not very expensive. And you could bring them in and use the crayon sharpener at school if they get dull. I'd be happy to sharpen your crayons for you. Oh, this is taking a long time, isn't it? Okay. I just have this little area. I'm still doing buffer zone. I am still carefully coloring edges. I created a drawing where there's almost no area that I can color fast. I'm going as fast as I can, but still maintaining control of my hand. If I'm starting to lose control, go outside my lines, then I know I need to slow down. Yay, I'm almost done. There we go. And when I colored around the snowflakes, it makes them look like they're white. So the marshmallows are white too, and the candy cane is red and white. I'm gonna color my red stripes on my candy cane. Oh, this is making me want to go make hot chocolate. I might just have some hot chocolate after this. There we go. And now I think I'll make, oh, I forgot the handle. Whoops. And the foot. And then I'm going to make this chocolate. So I'm going to color it brown. Again, I can just use stripes now. I'm just going to redraw it with lines. I'm not coloring it because if I color, I'm going to go out of my line. So I'm just redrawing it, making it into a thick brown line of chocolate. There we go. And now I do want to draw in a table. Oh, I already drew the table. What can I do? You know, I'm going to put a little bit of yellow around it just because I want my marshmallows to stand out. And I really love blue and gold together. There we go. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed the hot chocolate drawing. Post a picture of you drawing on Seesaw or bring it to me at school. We can put it up in the classroom. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your snow day. See you at school. Bye.